Look, I'm a normal teenager. I'm a normal 2017 teenager. And that means that I play video games. Look, the video game market is huge. And it's kind of hard to see someone that's my age, 15, that doesn't really play video games. I'm constantly going on Reddit for different subreddits for video games, video game collecting, a certain system, and the question that I see the most are people asking, what should I be playing, or what are you playing this summer, or what games are worth it for certain system. So I thought it would be interesting if I made a video just telling you what I'm playing this summer. So yeah, the systems I own and I'll be talking about in this video are my PS Vita, my Wii, my Nintendo Switch, and as a bonus my iPhone, which I'm using to record this video, so I won't be able to show footage. So yeah, let's go! So first let's start off with the Wii. The Wii is right by my side. I won't move the camera, otherwise it'll screw up the entire video. But I got this from a friend who's probably watching this video, and if you are, thank you for the Wii. That was pretty awesome of you. He gave me the Wii because he was leaving the country, and it was kind of like a gift, and it was really awesome. I missed you quite some. And with the Wii, I'm playing Donkey Kong Country Returns, which is a fucking awesome game. I love the platforming, the music is just amazing. If you have a Wii and you don't have that game, I suggest you pick it up. It's fairly cheap. I'm also playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the Reflex Edition. I really like the game because I have never beaten the campaign, so that's what I'm doing right now. But I find it quite confusing to use the little gun accessory because the little bar that uses the Wii uses to read your movements. It's kind of hard to keep in sync with that, so you really have to do some effort to actually get the shots in. But other than that, it's a freaking awesome game. Modern Warfare, it's probably the best Call of Duty. I haven't played that many, but I like it so far. It's really fun. The next I have my Switch, which I could show if my girlfriend didn't take it because she also uses it to play Mario Kart. But I'm currently playing the Master Mode DLC for Breath of the Wild, which is amazing. I always thought that game didn't have much of a challenge, and it was kind of easy to just like, after the first 5 hours you kind of have enough equipment to just kill everyone. So it was really cool to see that they improved the difficulty, and they really improved it quite some, because now I'm getting so fucked by the columns. It's so hard. I could barely get out of the Great Plateau, and maybe that's just because I suck at video games, but it's just really freaking awesome. If you haven't picked up the DLC for the Switch and you do have Breath of the Wild, I recommend you spend it. For $20 you get to replay the entire game so much harder, and all the new equipment is awesome. I'm finding it currently in the normal mode. It's insane. They put so much effort into making things look great with the new engine and making things actually difficult, and I quite love it. Nintendo is doing a really, really great job this generation. Props to Nintendo, honestly. I'm also playing ARMS. I'm getting my butt kicked in ARMS. It's probably I'm super bad at that game. Like I thought it was good, and I'm good at like the local matches when I'm playing with my friends. I can pull in a win, but when I'm playing online, it's difficult, because here's the thing about ARMS. It's kind of like, I wouldn't compare, if I would compare it to an FPS, I wouldn't compare it to Call of Duty. I would compare more to Battlefield, because Battlefield is kind of like this game that if you haven't played for like 2 days, then you're freaking screwed, because you just lose the sense of what to do, and that's just a problem that I generally have with online gaming. And with ARMS, that it's so competitive and everyone is constantly playing, it's so hard, especially because I'm playing with the Japanese region. They're good. Japanese people, I thought the only thing they were good at was making sushis, but oh my gosh, they're good at ARMS and games. It's freaking insane. Okay, next, I can actually show this system, the Vita. This is right now my favorite system to collect for, and I can make an entirely different video as to why. But this thing is awesome. It's insane. All the games that it has are freaking amazing. I've been having such a great time with r/Vita, where they put up like all the games and people ask questions. I love reading them, because people are like, oh, is this system worth it? I'm kind of scared because of the sales, but then when they buy it, they put edits on their posts and they're like, "Ooh, it was freaking awesome. I love the system." And it makes me so happy because I was one of those people where I thought the system was gonna be bad, especially because I already had a Nintendo 3DS. Then I went in and I got it, and I couldn't look back because now I own so many games. I mean, not so many, but this many, and it's so cool. Of course it will have the same games as the 3DS a lot of times, with the graphical upgrades, the frame rates. It makes it so cool, and it's not like Nintendo 3DS where I sold mine because I felt as if it was restricted to a certain kind of small game. This really tries to be a console on the go. It was like an early version of the Switch, and I kind of like that. It's really cool. So currently I'm playing Assassin's Creed 3 Liberations, which I got yesterday. So far, my impressions of it are quite good because people say there are frame rate issues here and there, but I'm generally not one of those people that nitpicks about things, and I just like the story of a game and the way it moves you forward through everything that it does. And this is such a great game. It's so overlooked. I feel like everyone should be playing this game, but they're not. I can promise you that it's not as bad as Assassin's Creed 3. Like, it fixes a lot of the things that it had. It doesn't have as many glitches, and the story is pretty good. I'm also playing Freedom Wars. I'm addicted to these Monster Hunter type games. When I had my 3DS, that was all I played. And it's fun because it's kind of like it's never ending, because you can always do new things and meet with people online, improve your equipment. And it's awesome because this is a first party title and they put so much effort into it. The graphics are absolutely amazing. Like, of course they won't beat the new like handheld console type thing that's the Switch. It won't beat that, but it's a lot better than the 3DS, and it's awesome. I like it. I like it quite some. I really have no words for a lot of these games because they're just amazing. The last game I'm playing on my PS Vita is my Rayman Origins. I picked it up a week ago for like $5 because right now that I'm collecting for the system, I'm trying to find the best deals, and I was surprised because I saw on the Nintendo Direct that Legends was coming for the Switch, so I didn't want to pick it out up on the PS Vita. I kind of wanted to understand what it was because the only 2D platformer I've ever played is Mario, and a lot of people will say that, oh, that's quite shameful because a lot of people like Metroid and Castlevania and Shovel Knight, but I just never really played any of them. And when I bought this, I was impressed. As soon as I jumped in the game, it was beautiful graphics and like super easy controls. I felt like it was just overall like a very polished version of what a modern Mario should be. Like when I play Mario, the 2D platformers nowadays, I play it on emulators because the old ones have something that's unique for them. I feel like the new ones are just constantly repeating themselves and adding little to none. Like the graphics are not even that impressive. If you take a look at the 3DS releases and the Wii U releases, of course they're HD, but really, for you to understand what it could possibly be, then pick up one of these games, Rayman Origins or Rayman Legends. It's available in basically every system right now. Really, just go, just do it. And the last system that I have is what I'm recording with, my iPhone 7. It's 128 gigs. It's holding all my footage for this video, which is pretty cool. I've been playing a couple of games actually. I've been playing Just As God Among Us because I watched Mark the Geek's video. If you don't know who he is, then I'm quite surprised because he was the one that inspired me to make this type of video, but I'll leave his channel down in the description. And a couple of years ago, he said that this game was really good, and I had never played an Injustice game. I'm really lacking as far as fighting games, so I decided to download it. It was free. Since the second one was out, I figured that they would be supporting that one with paid content, so I downloaded the last one, and it's awesome. It's really good. I like the fighting feels intuitive. I didn't know it could feel that good on a touchscreen. So you just swipe and for heavy attacks, and you tap, and there are power-ups, and it's so progressive because while some characters are really hard to get, if you keep fighting and keep improving, you really easily get the coins for the character that you really want. And that's what I find amazing about this game, because I'm a big fan of DC Comics. I like their movies as controversial as they might be, and I really don't see a reason why a lot of people are Marvel is better or DC is better, because honestly you can enjoy both And that's what's so great about video games. You can enjoy any system. So I would totally recommend you check out the first Injustice God Among Us. If you haven't played any of them, just start from the beginning like I am. You quickly get good at it, and if you really like it, then you can download the second one. I'm going to do that soon, so maybe next time I update this video, I'll be playing Injustice God Among Us. The second game I'm playing is Trigger First. I think that's what it's called, and I'm sorry I don't have any footage for this video, but it's a really cool third-person shooter because I'm trying to catch up on genres that I haven't played, and third-person shooters were what I haven't played really, and I enjoy the difficulty. It's supposed to be this type of game where the title really explains a lot about the game, and it's called Trigger First. You're really supposed to just shoot everywhere and hope that it kills someone, because one bullet is enough to kill you in this game. It's really like hyper realistic. It's amazing. I find it quite cool, even though there's no online function. I find it quite cool that you can play it on a single player, like everywhere you are. I plan to take it on trips whenever I do have trips. The last game that I'm playing is Tap Fish. Look, there's a lot of controversy about tapping games, and some people think they're just simple and dumb, but I see something quite magical about them. Those are the best pick up and play titles that I would recommend to anyone. Like there are a lot of people that will recommend some RPGs as pick up and plays as some shooters, but those are not really for casual players. So every time some person that is not really into video games comes to me and asks for a game recommendation, and they don't have that many gaming consoles, I just recommend a tapping game because it's progressive. There's reason for you to keep playing. There's missions, trophies, and Tap Fish is no different. And the graphics are gorgeous, and there's daily missions. There are different type of fish, and like it's so hard because the gap of amount of taps that you have to go to one fish to the other is such a big gap that you really have to focus in the game. So I feel like for people that are really casual in video games, they could just simply go and tap for 30 minutes and leave, and then go do their business and come back, tap for another 15 minutes. I find it a great game. I'm currently having a lot of fun with all these games. So yeah, this might have been a bit longer than I planned, and I might have showed any footage. Might have been really professional, and it might have been totally personality based or as funny as the other videos, but that's what's so great about YouTube. I can reach different communities, and I feel like the gaming community, especially the game communities that I've been involved in on Reddit, are really cool, and I wanted to get involved with you guys and them. So shout out to you both people, all the people that are watching me on YouTube and all the people that are watching me on Reddit, from Reddit. They got my link on Reddit. You get what I mean. So yeah, that's what I'm playing this summer. If you want to share what you're playing on all your devices down in the comments, I'll be very happy to read them. And yeah, subscribe for daily content, and bye.